Like I said earlier, OJ, all I did was to make sure he never saw 27th April. And this is my story. OJ, this is my side of the story. I got introduced to the harvest in March, 3 days before our president declared the lockdown. There is a saying that we use meat to bait fish. I was given 10,000 Ghana cedis to get healthy people below 26 years of age, promise them free job, free traveling abroad, and enjoyments. These are the things we do to get people. My first job fetched me an amount of 260,000 Ghana cedis for just one person. This is how we get people, and that was how I met big men and ladies in Ghana doing the same business. People you would never suspect to be buyers. I regretted it, but I've done it. I paid for the person even though he or she didn't know what was next. It's now something I enjoy doing, but I did for the money. I understood why my friend was doing it, and I never judged him or blamed him. He's no longer in the business because he has made the money and he is enjoying life. I, on the other hand, have just had 5 trips since 2020. My next harvest is in December when I go on break from work. I am not proud of what I'm doing, but OJ, I just pity young guys here. Mind you, I'm not the only one harvesting organs, and we are a lot in different groups. But please, guys, be very careful from now. Not every money or party or program that you need to attend. If I tell you how we get young guys and ladies, you will be shocked, OJ. Not every lady you meet has good intentions for you. I already have my victim here. He or she doesn't know. Even if he sees this, it's too late for him. If you have tattoos or had an accident or a strong weed smoker or a heavy drinker, then you are free. My first victim was a male student who is 26 years. In less than 14 days, I made him enjoy a life he had never lived before. And it's at this point that I would ask that you subscribe to the channel or share a post or a comment, because that is the only way you continue to encourage me to bring you new stories. Please subscribe. Let's go. I gave him money to spend on clothes, beds, women, and drinks, except for alcohol. He took me for a rich, spoiled guy who didn't know what to do with his money. I promised him a trip to Australia and return. All this within 13 days. If I could remember, I sent him an amount of 30,000 Ghana cedis in just 13 days. Made him send so much money to his friends and mom to tell them he has gotten an online job that pays him per hour, so they know and believe he's making real money for himself. On the 14th day, I took him to the best hotels in Accra, where he took videos and pictures for another purpose known to me alone, but not him. I made sure nothing Ghana or the hotel names appeared in those videos and pictures. On the 14th day, this guy really revealed his spending abilities to me, but I knew what I would get in return, so I played along. That evening at 5 p.m., I asked for a dinner with him and any lady of his choice, but not his girlfriend or any familiar person. So he got 2 ladies online to that dinner date. I didn't bother because that was his last meal and fun. Some ladies don't care whoever they meet, so long as you have the money to spend. The guy had sex with one lady and gave her 500 Ghana cedis in less than 30 minutes of sex. Me, on the other hand, was waiting for my turn, so I watched him enjoy. So around 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., I made the ladies leave so that I can get time with him. I ordered a wine prepared and drugged by me to be served, so we all take. I made sure he took more than I did because I told him not to take alcohol for 13 days. So it was like freedom to him. He drank a lot of it because it was one of the best drinks and expensive wines. He got drunk and dragged. He had to be carried by a waiter into the car. I drove him straight to the clinic where the harvesting was to be done. There is a specialist who cuts open the body and takes the needed organs and bones out. He never saw 27th of April 2020. There was a boy at that very moment with his specialist tool to check if all was good and cut clean. That night, I had my first 10,050 Ghana cedis transferred into 2 different accounts to avoid suspicions. The clinic and the specialist who did the job had 20% of the money I made that night and 5% to the one who disposed of the body. So, this is what we do and what I did after. I take my victim's phone and chat with his family and friends for 6 to 8 months for them to know he's still alive and doing well. I send pictures and videos of the recordings we did during his period of enjoyment to them, and every 3 months I send $100 to $200 to the family. Then I tell them I'm relocating because of some challenges. Then I stop and prepare for my next victim. OJ, this is a lucrative business. Money day inside, but you can also lose your life in the first beginning you start. I didn't wake up one morning and start this. I was drained of my blood. I watched myself die twice before I got accepted. If you missed out on the part 1, click on this video